Hello everyone, teacher Andy with another online maths lesson. Today we are going to learn all about simplifying fractions. Now, what is simplifying fractions? First of all, do you know what a fraction is? A fraction is a portion of something, like this, and this, and this, and this, and this. But what portion is it? What is this? What portion is this? This is a whole portion, or 1. And how about this? This is divided into 2. It is a half, a half. And this is divided into 4. And just one portion is shaded. So it is 1/4. It is 1/4 or a quarter. And how about this? Again, it is divided into 4, and 1, 2, 3 portions are shaded. So it is 3/4, 3/4. Simplifying fractions. Simplifying fractions is rewriting a fraction using the smallest top and bottom numbers we can without changing the value of the fraction. For example, here we have 2/4 of a pizza. 2/4 of a pizza. But we can rewrite this as a half a pizza. A half a pizza. Now, if you look, we have reduced. We have written the number lower, but the value remains the same. 2/4 is exactly the same as a half, or 1/2. Okay, you can see that. 2/4 of a piece of pizza are exactly the same as half a pizza. Do you agree? Yes? Okay, but what is the procedure? How do we do this? Well, we prime factor. We prime factor. We find the prime factors of the numbers at the top and bottom. Now, in this case, 2/4, the prime factor of 2 is 2. 2 is a prime factor. How about 4? Now, 4 is a composite number. So what are the prime factors of 4? We've done this many times. We divide by 2, and the answer is 2 times 2. Now what, teacher? Well, now we have to cancel out any numbers that are the same on the top and bottom. Okay, so these are called common factors. Numbers that are the same, or factors that are the same on the top and bottom, are called common factors. So we cancel the common factors. Now, if we've got one common factor on the top and we've got 2 on the bottom, we can only cancel 1. Okay, we can only cancel 1. If there's 100 common factors on the top and there's 100 on the bottom, then we would cancel all factors, providing the numbers are the same. But if we've got more common factors on the bottom, then we can only cancel the same number top and bottom. Clear? We only cancel the same number on the top and bottom. We can't cancel. We can't say, well, we've got a 2 up here. Let's cancel both of these down here. No, no, no. If we cancel 1 on the top, we cancel 1 on the bottom. That gives us what? 0 over 2, well, we cannot have a 0 portion. So instead, we put a 1 there. The reality is if the prime factor of 2 is 2 times 1. Any number times 1 is the number. If you said 1 million times 1, it's still 1 million. Okay, so we remove the 0 and place a 1. So the answer is a half. Do you understand? Got it so far? If not, don't worry, we've got plenty of examples. Okay, so example 1. We've got 4 eighths. 4 over 8 is 4 eighths. We need to prime factor 4 and 8. So prime factors of 4 we know are 2 times 2. And the prime factors of 8, what do? We go divide by 2, gives us 2 times 4. Now, do we have any common factors? Do we? Yes, we've got 1, 2. So we cancel those 2. Now we've got 2 quarters or 2 fourths, 2 quarters. So what do? Well, we know this is a prime number. It cannot be reduced anymore, but 4 is a composite number. So, like we're prime factoring, 2 times 2. Now, do we have any common factors? Well, we've got 1, 2 here, and we've got 2 2's here. So we can cancel 1, 2 on each. So that gives us 0 2's. But what did I say about having a 0 2 or 0 half? How can you have a 0 portion? Change that to 1 half. Change that to 1 half. Okay, example 2, 8 twelfths. 8 twelfths. Factor 8, 2 times 4. Factor 12, 2 times 6. Any common factors? Yes, of course, you've got the 2's here, so we can cancel both 2's, and that now gives us 4 6. But are 4 6 prime numbers? No, both are composite numbers, so we need to factor 4 and 6. So we rewrite 4 6 down below. The prime factors of 4 we know are 2 times 2, and the prime factors of 6 are 2 times 3. Any common factors? Any numbers the same? Yes, of course. We've got 2 and 2. So we cancel those, and it leaves us with 2 over 3, 2/3. 2/3 are the answer. So 8 twelfths can be rewritten as 2/3. Got it? Yes? Okay, 3/9. 3/9. You probably can work this one out already, but we will go through the procedure. First, we need to prime factor 3 and prime factor 9. Well, 3 is a prime factor. 9. What are the prime factors of 9? Divide by 3. So 3 times 3. And are there any common factors? Yeah, just like before with the 2's, we got 2 3's, so we cancel them out. That leaves us with 3. Nothing above 3, but like I said, 3 is the same as 1 times 3 is 3. So we change the 0 to 1 over 3, which is 1/3. 3/9 is exactly the same as 1/3. Okay, example number 4. Now we got 40 over 100. 40 100. So what do we do here? First thing, we can cancel out 1 0. Okay, so now we have 4 tenths. 4 tenths. Are 4 and 10 prime numbers? No, they're both even numbers, so we must divide by 2. We must factor both numbers to its prime factor. So we divide 4 by 2, and we know we get 2 times 2, and the factors of 10 divided by 2 gives us 2 times 5. Again, we've got 2 common factors, so we cancel the 2's, and it leaves us with 2 over 5. Can we factor 5? No, of course not. It's a prime number. So the answer is 2/5. Okay, the next one, 16 over 3. Now, 16 over 3 is an irregular fraction, meaning that it's meaning that the top is more than the bottom. So what do? We divide 16 by 3. We divide 16 by 3, which gives us 5. 3. There are 5 3's in 16. Do you agree? Yes? 16 divided by 3 leaves us 5 plus 1/3. We've got 1 left over. 1 left over, which is a third. Now, if it was 17 over 3, we would have 2 left over, which would be 2/3. If it was 18 over 3, we would have none left over. It would just be, the answer would just be 6. Okay, so we divide by the bottom number. We divide the top number by the bottom number to give us the answer. And any remainders are a fraction of the lower number. Yeah, bottom number. Okay, another example. 7 over 16, 7/16. Now, can we factor 7? No. 7 is a prime number. It cannot be factored. Can we factor 16? Yes, sure we can. 2 times 8, but there are no common factors. We can factor 8, gives us 2 times 4. There are still no common factors, and the factors of 4, as we already know, are 2 times 2. There are no common factors. Actually, you would know straight away from the first factoring of 16. As soon as we get low, we cannot have a factor. We cannot have a common factor with 7. So what does this mean? It means if there are no common factors, the fraction cannot be simplified. Okay, so we cannot simplify this fraction. We must have common factors to reduce the fraction. Okay, now I would like you to have a go. We've got 16 over 22. Please pause the video now and click play when you have finished. Okay, so let's go through the process. First of all, then we need to factor 16 and 22 to their prime factors. So 16, we've got 2 times 8, and 22, we've got 2 times 11. We have 2 common factors, 2 and 2, so we cancel them out. That now leaves us 8 over 11. 8 over 11. Well, 11 is a prime number and cannot be factored, so the answer is 8/11ths. 16 over 22 can be reduced to 8, or can be simplified to 8 over 11, 8/11ths. Okay, number 2. Again, please have a go yourselves. Please pause the video now and press play when you have finished. Okay, first of all, we need to factor 56. Divide by 2 gives us 2 times 28. And likewise, we need to factor 70. It's an even number. Divide by 2, and it gives us 2 times 38. We have 2 common factors there. We have 2 and 2, so we can sort them out. That now leaves us 28 over 35. Now, 28 and 35 are both composite numbers, so we need to factor them. 28, even number, divide by 2. Gives us 2 times 14. 35 is not an even number, it is an odd number. It cannot be divided by 3, but it can be divided by 5. If you remember when we were doing prime numbers, anything, prime and composite numbers, anything ending in a 5 is divisible by 5. So we divide by 5, and it gives us 5 times 7. Are there any common factors there? No. But we do have 1, 2, 3 prime numbers. 14, however, is a composite number. So we need to factor 14. Divide by 2 gives us 2 times 7. Now, are there any common factors? Well, the answer is 7 is a common factor. There are 2 7s. So we cancel the 7s. But what do we do now, teacher? Well, we've now got 2 times 2 over 5. We've got 2 times 2 over 5. So what we do now is we do the maths. 2 times 2 is 4 over 5. So the answer is 4 over 5, or 4/5. Okay, so once we have cancelled all common factors, we have to multiply any numbers that are remaining. So 2 times 2, 14. We've cancelled the 7s. 2 times 2 equals 4. We've got 1 5 on the bottom, 4/5. So 56 over 70 can be rewritten as 4 over 5. Number 3, please do the maths. Pause the video now and click play when you have finished. Okay, so first of all, we need to factor 45 and 75. Both numbers end in 5, so we divide by 5. 45 divided by 5 equals 5 times 9. How about 75 divided by 5? Equals 5 times 15. 5 times 15. Any common factors? Yes, of course, 5. So we cancel out both 5s. That now leaves us 9 over 15. 9 over 15. Both are composite numbers, so we need to factor both numbers. Now, we know that the factors of 9 are 3 times 3, and the factors of 15, 15 is an odd number, divide by 3, answer is 3 times 5. Any common factors? Yes, of course. We've got this one and this one. Cancel them out. That leaves us 3 over 5. 3 fifths. 3 fifths. See, it's easy. Yeah, we factor down to the lowest prime numbers, and then we cancel out any common factors, any numbers the same, and it gives us the answer. Number 4, 32 over 96. You may even know this answer before we do it, but we will go through the procedure. First of all, what do? We factor 32. So we divide by 2. 32 divided by 2 equals 16. So it's 2 times 16. Likewise, we factor 96, divide by 2, gives us 2 times 48. Any common factors? Yes, of course. So we cancel both common factors. We've now got 16 over 48. Both are even numbers. Both are composite numbers. And so we must factor them. So the factors of 16, we divide by 2. 16 divided by 2 equals 2 times 8. 48 divided by 2, 48 divided by 2 equals 2 times 24. Any common factors? Yes, of course, teacher. 2 and 2. Cancel them out. So we've now reduced the 32 over 96 to 16 over 48, now 8 over 24, but it can go lower. It can go lower. So what we need to do is we need to factor 8 24ths. So factor 8, divide by 2 equals 2 times 4. Factor 24 means divide by 2, 2 times 12. Any common factors? Yes, teacher, 2 and 2. So we cancel both out. Got it? So we've gone from 3296 to 1648 to 8/24 to 4/12. But we're not finished. We can see 4 and 12 are both composite numbers. They are both even numbers. So we have to divide by 2 again. 4 divided by 2 is 2 times 2. 12 divided by 2 is 2 times 6. So, any common factors? Yes, teacher, 2 and 2. Cancel them out. But we're not finished. We're not finished. We've got 2, 6. We know that 6 is a composite number. 2 is a prime number. So we cannot factor it anymore. But we'll rewrite the fraction. 2, 6. So we must, we know that 2 is a prime number. How about 6? No, 6 is a composite number. 2 times 3. Now, are there any common factors? Yes, teacher, 2 and 2. So we cancel the 2 and 2, and that gives us 1/3. 1/3. 0 over 3, but like I say, we cannot have 0 over 3, so we have 1/3. Wow, so we went from 3296 to 1648 to 8/24 to 4/12 to 2/6 to 1/3. Not difficult. Okay, that's enough examples. Let's go through the procedure one more time. First of all, we must factor the top and bottom numbers down to their lowest prime factors. Lowest prime factors. If you've forgotten or you don't know what lowest prime factors are, then you should watch the lesson on prime factors. Next, we have to see if there are any numbers the same, common factors on the top and bottom. And if there are, we cancel them out. If there's one common factor on the top and one common factor on the bottom, we cancel both numbers. We must cancel evenly. Okay, we cannot cancel one on the top and two on the bottom. If we cancel one on the top, we can only cancel one on the bottom. And then finally, we must multiply any numbers left to get the final answer. Okay, so for example, if on the top we were left with 2 times 3, we would put 6 on the top. Okay, students, I hope that has helped you. If not, then maybe you'd like to comment and ask a question in the box below, in the comment section below. If you've enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much, students. Until the next time, bye-bye. Bye-bye.